video we're going to have a look at utility bills problems. Now these do come up quite commonly and people often get confused by them, so let's have a look. Nathan reads his gas meters every year. At the start of the year the reading was this many units. At the end of the year it was this many units. Now don't get confused about the use of the word units here. It's just a way of showing how they measure the gas that's flowed through his meter. So at the start of the year he'd used 7,234 units. At the end he'd used more units because of his gas consumption throughout the year. Now we need to work out exactly how many units he used in the year. Now to do this I'm going to do a subtraction sum to work out the difference between the total at the end of the year and the total at the start of the year. Now when I type all this into my calculator I can see that he's used 2,218 units in the year. Now that's an important piece of information and picks me up my first couple of marks. Next I need to consider that each unit of gas used costs 33 pence. So we used in total 2,218 and each one of those costs him 33p, and I'm putting it in terms of pounds here because at the end it says it wants my answer in pounds. So instead of typing 33 I've made this £0.33, and when I type all this in, this gives me a total for the year of £731.94 as his final gas bill. Here's a question for you to have a go at. It's very similar to the example we just looked at. Pause the video here, hit play when you're ready for the answers. Okay, so James has done exactly the same. He's checked his electricity meter every few months in this example. His January reading was this much. His March reading was this much. Now I need to work out what the difference is between them, so I'm going to do 6521 minus 4288. This shows me that the difference in between the two readings is 2,233 units of electricity. Each one of those cost James 42p, so I'm going to do this calculation here, and this will get me to the final amount that he's been billed for this period of time. Now notice that this isn't for a year, this is actually between January and March, and the total for this one is £937.86. Here's a second question for you to have a go at. Pause the video here, hit play when you're ready for some answers. Okay, Nick has a company car, so this is a slightly different question. It's not really a utility bill. This time it's talking about somebody's car. Now the company pay him 23 pence for every mile he travels. I need to work out how many miles he's actually travelled. So his end of the week total is 10,233 and his start of the week total was 9,755. If I take those two away from each other, I work out the difference, which is 478. That's the amount of miles he travelled in the week. And for each one of those miles, he gets 23 pence. So when I multiply these two together, I get a grand total of £109.94. That's how much the company will pay Nick for his travel during the week. Well done if you got both of those two questions correct. Have a look at utility bills video number 2.